Hey everyone, Lazy Penny here. This story time is about the time my chorus class went wrong. I hope you guys enjoy this story time. If you're interested and want more of these story times, there's a playlist. Anyways, let's dive on in. This story time takes place back in 7th grade. A lot of the people in my chorus class did not want to go to this class for the music. You're probably wondering, Panda, why did they even join then? Well, they joined because at the end of the year we go to a lake park, and that's why they joined. By some miracle, we were able to go, even though my group was awful. I also joined to talk to an old friend of mine that would also join chorus, but we never even spoke. A lot of the time the classes were awkward and we never were on point. In chorus there are groups, baritone, soprano, and alto. I was in baritone, which is where the deeper voices were in the group. We had this kid in the class that we thought had autism and was so unaware of his actions. Let's call him Alex. Over the years of being with him, he hasn't changed one bit. He's always in your bubble and you would take one whiff of his breath and you just thought to yourself, how did I get here? He also would just talk fast and sometimes insulted you because he didn't have any filter. If this happened once or twice, then that would be fine, but man, he would do it every day and it was tiring. And yes, this is important to the story because he was also in my chorus class. There was also this other kid named Jake. I heard rumors here and there where he was in a gang or was in that territory, and he had no patience, but he was quite popular. But nobody really tried messing with him. Jake is also in my chorus class and they were sitting next to each other and it was the worst choice made. So my teacher was talking about how our next page required certain notes and shows that these notes meant certain things. Then she tilted her head down to her piano for one moment and then I heard chairs sliding across the floor. It sounded like 10 chairs fell over each other. So I turned around, with my friend next to me, thinking people fell, but I was so wrong. I saw Jake punching aggressively at Alex. Alex had his arms over his face and body and he was shrieking from the punches. Apparently Alex was being himself and wouldn't stop talking and bothering Jake. And with his short temper, you can imagine that it didn't take long for a fuse to go off. But my teacher stood up very quickly, running over to the students and tried pushing Jake away from Alex. With Jake's anger issues, he had a special teacher that would look over him. His anger issues were that bad. But Jake was sent to the hall and my teacher called the front desk and Jake was sent to the office. This really shocked me because I didn't know Jake personally and didn't know he had such a bad temper. This was a really shocking situation that got out of hand very quickly. A few weeks before this happened though, there were two other kids with bad anger issues as well. When I was new, this kid named Brian hit me in my parts on my second day in the lunch line. Kind of embarrassing. But he was also very careless. One time he searched up on Amazon the girl's private parts and showed my friend and I. Let's just say he had to use a piece of paper and pencil since then. But we had another popular kid named Chad. Yes, I'm calling him Chad, because he kind of reminds me of one. But Chad was an impatient person and was quick to anger. One day in the gym we were walking around because we always do, and Chad pushed him from his back and then Jake punched him back, then it all went downhill. The gym teachers came over and pulled them apart and you could tell they were angry. They had that face that angry toddlers make when they can't have what they want. From what I know, Jake said something about Chad, and when Jake was pushed, he kept calm for a good amount of time, but clearly it wasn't enough. Of course, we spoke about it with our friends and eventually faded. Moral of the story, don't let emotion cloud your judgment. Throwing a punch makes you worse, not better. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time and continue to watch more. I'll see you guys soon. Good night and goodbye. You smell funny. What did you say?
Nothing.